This is Mike Ryan Tech Conversations. And look, just allow me to rant a little bit. I need to. The Z Fold 7. I'm mad at this device. Okay. I'm going to get this device and I'm going to review this device, not with a whole lot of stupid specs like everyone. No. But I am mad at this device. Okay. Number one, nobody asked for a thinner phone. Okay. No one was demanding a thinner Z Fold. What users really wanted, we really wanted a foldable note. Okay, that's what we truly wanted. That's what I know I wanted. All right. Yes, would it have been better for the cover screen to have been bigger? Yeah, I did. I did definitely want that. I'm happy that they made that change. But it's like that and so many other, I mean, that was among so many other things that we needed to have change. And here are these other make like Honor Magic, Oppo, uh, even I can't say the Pixel, maybe even the Pixel, but these other companies are making the phone that Samsung should be making. The difference is that they don't have the software. But you know what we should have had, and this is let me give you an example right off the bat. Give us an attached S Pen, okay? Even if it only worked on the inner screen, that is like who cares about the thickness? Let's keep the thickness of the Z Fold 6. I can stand the size of the Z Fold 6. If you put an attached installed S Pen in there, it would immediately separate it from everyone else and it would give us so much more functionality. Okay. Let me give you another issue I have with them. The cameras, they're not flagship level. Okay. Again, we really wanted a note. All right. We wanted a note. The way that the fold should be the note equivalent to the S series. You remember how the note would come out? There'd be the S7 or whatever, but we'd be waiting for the note. The note would have the best of the best. It'd come out in August. The S would come out like sometime in January, February, but the note would come out with the better cameras, the attached S Pen, the best processor. That's what the fold should be for a $2,000 device, man. We should be ultra levels. Why am I still stuck with 10 megapixel telephoto lens? Now, I know that may sound like, oh, that's silly, but if you're trying to capture things far away, you're trying to maybe you're on a vacation and you want to see like you want to capture something from far. You're walking around in a park and you see an animal, you see a bird, and you're like, wow, I want to capture that from far away. I want to get all close to it, but I want to capture the detail. You should be able to do that. Why do I'm stuck with 30 times zoom and it's all choppy and why? Why, even the 200 megapixel camera, they're saying that that's probably not going to be the same that's in the Ultra, the 25 Ultra. And it's like, this is, to me, that's very disappointing. The under display camera, hey, it's no longer going to be under the screen. Okay, that's upsetting. But I think what's more upsetting to me is it's still going to be 4 megapixels. Who's going to use it? I mean, why would you give us 4 megapixels at all? Why? I don't like, who is this device supposed to be for? It's on one hand, you're like, okay, this is for clearly the fold is for the power user. You do not want to give a power user a 4 megapixel display. I mean, a camera. Okay, that's not what we're trying to. So I think it's like Samsung is hesitant to make the step, and I'm seeing all these people praising the Z Fold 7. Oh, let's be honest, the Z Fold 7 is pretty disappointing, and the only thing stopping me from not going with the Oppo N5 is good luck. I'm gonna keep it 100% real. It's good luck. Because I like my one-hand operation, my registrar, I like all the sound assistant. I like all those things. I like the software of Samsung, being able to resize virtually any app. All right, resize the windows, have as many floatable windows as I like. Okay. Every single app is able to be a multi-window. I mean, these are the kind of things that Samsung has going for it. So I can't hate on them. But like what? Let me give you another one. Okay, it's number three. So I said number one was give us an S Pen that's attached. Seriously. Number two, give us cameras that are like flagship. All right. And number three, what's up with the battery and the charging? I was around for the Note 8 and all that exploding, the fireball and everything. I understand that there's caution, but like that was nearly 10 years ago. We don't need a thinner phone. Just give us a bigger battery. We could have the same size Z Fold 6. You heard me say that a lot. Just give us a battery that's bigger. Okay, if you don't want to give us a bigger battery, at least let it be a fast charging battery. Why should I be waiting an hour and a half to charge up my phone? I'm on vacation where you're in the pool, you're jumping around, you're in the ocean, and you walk in and okay, it's hot, your battery dies. I have to wait an hour and a half for that thing to charge again before I go to my next event, before you go to dinner. No, they should be able to put that on the charger, 30 minutes, take a shower, do what you got to do, freshen up, and it's ready to go. Okay. I could do that with the Oppo. I could do that with the Z Fold, or not the Z Fold, the Vivo X. You could do that with the Honor. I don't even know if the Honor Magic could do that. Maybe the Honor Magic. These other companies have made that. Why not Samsung? This is your seventh generation. You've been doing this longer than anybody else. Why can't you figure that out? Okay. So it just goes back to nobody asked for the thinness. I mean, I just don't know why people are so excited about, whoo, look how thin it is. I mean, listening to these reviewers and they're marveling over it. I'm like, am I the only one? And I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. Am I the only one that is just like, who cares? If anything, the thinner that the phone is, the harder it may be for me to manipulate and hold on to. I'm still gonna throw a case on it. So, okay, I'll tell you what the win is about the Z Fold 7, because ultimately I'm gonna get it, right? Because I do want a bigger device. I'm a power user. Bigger is better, right? That's how we are. I like the wider outer screen cover display. Obviously, like the bigger interior display. And the 200 megapixel camera, okay, that's a welcome. That's a welcome addition. But man, the cameras overall, the S Pen, just the battery, these are just straight losses. And especially in light of the fact that you're bigging up the thinness of this device. I don't care about that. And here's my theory. I'm gonna close. Here's my theory. I'd like to hear what you guys think. I believe that they're following the same strategy that Apple uses, where the frustrations that we have about the features that are absent are supposed to be your motivation to buy next year's model. They strategically leave out these things because if they made the perfect device, what's left? We're plateauing at this point. Oppo, OnePlus, they're not sitting where Samsung's sitting. So they want to put every and anything into their phone. They have to make it stand out. They're not in a place where they can make it like mostly good, but like missing big features. Samsung's in a place where they can. And I say that like, I, So Z Fold 6 complaints is the motivation to buy the Z Fold 7. Z Fold 7 camera complaints, guess what? That's the motivation to buy the Z Fold 8. And Z Fold battery, it probably will miss. I guarantee the Z Fold 8 is gonna miss one of those things. It's gonna take one of those things that I mentioned should be there, but it's not gonna include all those features. That's what's gonna make you want to get the Z Fold 9, right? And even though I'm comparing them to Apple, they're still better than Apple because in closing, Apple, I still have an Apple Watch. Okay. I still have an Apple ecosystem. Why? Is it because Apple has superior technology to me? No. It's because Apple holds your information captive. Okay. Apple holds your fitness data captive. They hold your your home like iCloud HomeKit stuff captive. They hold your iCloud information captive. So you have like notes or emails and things like that. You need to have their device to get your information back. Which is why like Samsung offers so much more software freedom and flexibility, and they're actually good. The reason why I don't want to leave Samsung and go like to the Oppo is because Samsung has earn the respect of having a superior software. Their software is so great. I mean, I can't really show it to you now, but if I want to invoke Gemini, I have it so I can just hold this thing bottom part down and I invoke Gemini. No weird pie little graph happening at the end. There's never a bug. I can easily do that. If I scroll over, I can go invoke my Finder. If I want to see my notifications, I could just oop, swipe up, see my notifications. Okay. Like little things like that, I can change, being able to reprogram my buttons and so forth. I just, the software is amazing for Samsung. They have knocked it out the park. So even though I'm mad at them for these hardware omissions, can't fully leave them. So anyway, love to hear your thoughts. Am I tripping? Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Like, love to hear you guys. God bless you tonight.